Hello, my name is Anirudh Sabarao, and I'm a student IOR 190G at UC Berkeley. The topic for the class is Smartphone Patent Wars, and this week's segment is about Microsoft. As you all know, Microsoft was the dominant player in software and operating systems for much of the late 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Nearly every device, every computer, desktop, whatever tablets existed, and laptops had the Microsoft operating software. However, as computing has entered a new phase, that of mobile computing on phones and tablets, new players have emerged to take a dominant place in the market, namely Apple and Google with their Android operating software. Android and Apple together account for something around 90% of all tablets and mobile phones sold today in the market. Microsoft's Windows 7 Mobile and hopefully their Windows 8 Mobile that's under development will account for no more than 7 to 8% of all phones sold. This is what makes Microsoft very eager to take a more dominant role in the market. However, their efforts have largely failed to take away market share from Apple and Android. So Microsoft has decided to take a new strategy. Use their vast patent portfolio to pursue litigation against Apple and especially Android to seek profits and licensing fees for the profits they couldn't make from selling Microsoft phones of their own. Right now, Microsoft has filed hundreds of patent lawsuits against both Apple and Android. In fact, Microsoft has had 10 licensing deals with Android partners, and in fact, in the last year alone, earned something like $444 million in licensing fees from Android. Microsoft has not ended there. In fact, they continue to look for companies going out of business, possibly startups, and older firms that have patent portfolios that they could potentially use for litigation against Android and Apple. In fact, Microsoft recently purchased a patent portfolio from Novellus, which they are currently using to file litigation against Android. Now, there are many arguments to be made on both sides of this, whether the strategy by Microsoft is worth it, or in fact is in the best interest of their company. Now, Microsoft has tried and failed repeatedly to get market share with their Windows 7 phone, their partnership with Nokia, and other methods through mass marketing, through huge marketing campaigns, and have been largely unsuccessful. That's why they've been so aggressive with patent litigation. And you look at a $444 million windfall from a handful of license fees from Google alone, maybe this strategy is in the best interest for Microsoft. It may not be for the industry, it may squash innovation, but hey, that's what Microsoft's been doing for nearly 3 decades. That's my opinion, and I hope I've contributed to the conversation regarding Microsoft and their role in patent wars.